The US Air Force has said that Russian fighter jets have flown dangerously close to several US MQ-9 Reaper drones operating over Syria for the second time in 24 hours, setting off flares and forcing Washington's UAVs to take evasive maneuvers. The incident comes just one day after 3 Russian fighter jets had reportedly harassed 3 US drones over Syria. In the first encounter that took place on Wednesday, the Russian jets had dropped parachute flares in front of the US drones, forcing the drones to take evasive maneuvers. One Russian jet had also lit its afterburner in front of a US drone, limiting the drone operator's ability to safely operate the aircraft. The US Central Command had released videos of the incidents on Wednesday and Thursday. The video from Wednesday had showed Russian Su-35 fighter closing in on an MQ-9 Reaper drone and one of the Russian pilots flying right in front of it. The protest from the US Air Force came as the French military also said that 2 of its fighter jets on patrol over the Iraq-Syria border area were forced to maneuver to control the risk of accident involving a Russian Sukhoi 35 warplane yesterday. The Russian aircraft had engaged in non-professional interaction with 2 of France's Rafale planes deployed to the region as part of Operation Kamal. Colonel Michael Andrews, the spokesman for the US Air Force's Central Command, said that the Russian harassment, including close flybys by one Sukhoi 34 and one Sukhoi 35 and deploying flares directly into the MQ-9, lasted almost an hour. Both the US and Russia operate in Syria. The US has focused on fighting the so-called Islamic State militant group in Syria. Russia has been among President Bashar al-Assad's staunchest allies in the country. The incidents come just 4 months after a Russian jet had forced down an American Reaper drone over international waters over the Black Sea. Over the last several years, the US and Russia have used a de-confliction line between the 2 militaries in Syria to avoid unintentional mistakes or encounters that can inadvertently lead to escalation. But Russian military actions in Syria have increasingly violated the de-confliction protocols, including flying too close to US military bases in Syria and failing to reach out on the de-confliction line.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.